Hey guys, how's it going? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. This is your first time checking out Truly Divine's channel. What is up? My name is Amy. If you're returning, welcome back to my channel, guys. So this is your twin flame message for February 24th. So if you're ready, I'm ready, guys. Let's get started. So we have a few different cards up here. As usual, I'm going to start with the romance cards. So the first one coming through says, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So what I feel is a message for both the divine feminine and divine masculine guys is that, you know, you are definitely, I feel like both of you are in this state right now where you both are contemplating. You both are in this place where I sense confusion. I sense like some type of shift within the last read, where it's like you both love each other, you both miss each other, you both want to be in like union with each other, but there's so much fear. I just feel fear. I feel fear is coming in really strong. And I feel like you guys are in this place where it's like as soon as union became all too real, it was like as soon as you both felt that union was right there, something happened. And I feel, well, what I'm channeling for the divine masculine is right now is I literally feel like he is reaching out to the people that he knows he can trust. He's definitely thinking about you. He's definitely talking about you. He's definitely asking for advice when it comes to you. And I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like divine feminine is kind of taken back right now. I feel like she's just trying to, I don't want to say she's trying to do it all alone, but I don't feel like she's reaching out to her friends and family as much as the divine masculine is right now. So I don't know if there was like, I don't want to say an argument, but that was the first word that came, like an argument that I like the next couple days or the last couple days with the divine masculine and divine feminine. But I feel the sense of like detachment right now, and that's kind of scary. It just feels like you guys were so close in union, and now I feel like we took so many steps forward, and then we took a step back. Um, this disconnection. What is this disconnection, guys? What's going on? And I know we've had that disconnection for a while, but we were so close the other day, and I felt so strongly about the divine masculine and coming forward, and I feel like something has happened. And I feel again like why this let your friends card is coming up, because I feel this need to tell you guys for both the divine masculine and the divine feminine that it's a need to reach out and talk. It's a need to reach out to the ones that you trust, the ones that you love, to vent, to get some stuff off of you, because I feel like you're carrying a lot of like, I don't know if it's guilt. I think the divine masculine, he's carrying a lot of guilt right now, but with the divine feminine, it's more of the disconnection. Like it's, you feel guilty in a way for disconnecting. It's like, divine feminine, how much you love your divine masculine. You know how much you want to be back in union. You know how much you want to be wrapped up in his arms, but it's all so much. And I feel like for a majority of you, I don't think you're really venting. I don't think you're really talking to anyone. It's just this really like not reaching out to anyone. And I feel like the divine masculine right now, like, so the divine feminine, she's in this place where she's just riding this solo. She's not really telling anyone how she feels. She's not expressing how she really feels to anyone. And I think the reason why the friends card is coming up is because the universe wants you to expose how you feel. They want you to get rid of the resentment. They want you to get rid of the fear, You have been waiting so long, and you've been wanting union to come in for so long, divine feminine, that it's now become a blockage. And I feel like if you were able to just, talk to somebody that you trust, someone that you could just let your heart out, let your wall down to, just start shedding that pain, that anger. And I don't even sense that it's anger anymore. I just sense that you're still carrying so many feelings within you, and it has caused some type of friction. There's some type of friction. I don't know if there maybe was another falling out where maybe the divine masculine came in and he told you how he felt, and you kind of, I wouldn't say you were rude, but this is not going to be for everyone, but I feel a sense of the divine masculine was so truthful with you, but yet you were still so angry about him ghosting you. You were still so angry about him leaving. So that's one scenario that I feel picking up really strongly. And like the divine masculine, he's out talking to his friends. All right. Like, I don't even know if it's his friends. It could be his family, but he's getting the advice he needs. So moving on. The very soon card is coming up here. So I feel like there's just, for me, solitude, that the union between the two of you is coming really close. Again, there's blockages. There's something here that needs to be worked out. And I really feel like the divine feminine is in this place where she's already did the disconnecting, and she's now taking care of herself, and she's worrying about her, right? But for a majority of you, I do feel a sense of resentment just keeps coming up, but it's resentment. I'm just going to go with it. It is resentment, but it's this feeling of having the strength to continue. And I feel like the angels are just coming through and saying, look, like, we know that you've been strong. We know that it's been hard. We know that it's been tough, but this is coming in, divine masculine, and he just wants to be with you. And I feel like whatever this disconnection, whatever this argument is, there was an argument, or there was some type of misunderstanding, or some type of miscommunication, or, something didn't go your way, something didn't just go his way recently. And I don't know who that resonates with, but it's just in this place where I just have this need to tell you guys that you just need to hold out. And I know that's hard because we've been holding out for so long, guys, but don't keep this in. Whatever you're feeling now, let your friends, your family, the people that you trust, let them help you. Divine masculine is going through an awakening right now. He's going through some type of, figuring out how to come towards you. He's figuring out how to express how he feels. He knows he's hurt you. Look how he is with her. Like, he's in awe of her. And that's what I feel like divine masculine wants to do, is that he is talking to those that, he can trust. And the angels want you to do the same thing, divine feminine. They want you to open up to someone, because I feel a lot of pressure right now on my chest. So that tells me that you guys could have been feeling a lot of pressure in this area, your heart. So it's such a different shift for me to channel this type of energy right now, because it's definitely different from the other day. But I don't feel like it's in a bad. I feel like maybe divine masculine, he got scared because union was so close, and he can feel it too. Because I feel like I don't know, guys, this is so strange, but I feel like what happened was he was so close. Like, he typed out a message, or he wrote out a message, or he went to pick up that phone, or he started walking to your place, whatever scenario it is. And I feel like for whatever reason, he was stopped dead in his feet. And something told him not to do it yet. Like, I don't know where that came from, but it's just this feeling like there's something here that's being blocked, and I'm not. Maybe it's both of you. Maybe both of you are blocking this communication from this union from actually coming together. You both are afraid. But Spirit's coming through, the universe is coming through and saying, look, like, this relationship, this union, this journey, it's worth waiting for. it's worth embracing these ups and downs, because this is something that you guys are going to be able to look back on. This is something that you guys are going to be able to look at. And I feel so strongly right now that divine timing is what's keeping this slow. You just got to know at the end of the day, like, you got to keep that faith, divine feminine. You've got to realize that this is your DM. This is someone that you've been holding on to. This is someone that you've been loving. This is someone that you've been missing. And divine masculine has to do that too. He has to hold those memories on tight. Because at the end of all of this, when you guys come into union, there's going to be a wedding. There's going to be a marriage. But I do feel a sense that for the divine masculine, he's talking. He's clearly talking about you. And I feel like he's getting his information from another source. And I don't feel like it's like a bad third party source. I feel like he knows how he feels, but he wants to make sure that what he feels is the right thing. Like he wants to know that he's coming in with the right intentions. And he is very soon, right? So whatever you guys are feeling right now, I know I'm sensing a disconnection. So I don't know what that means to you guys, but it's kind of this feeling of we're so close. And now I feel backtracked a bit. Like I feel they just said slapped in the face. So I don't know. This is such a tough reading today. It's like this push and pull energy. Like I'm being pulled in this direction by divine masculine, and then I'm being pulled in this direction from the divine feminine, and it's kind of like I'm in the middle. So some cards that I have for you that also came up. The first one says, forgive me. So it's pretty straightforward. You know, divine masculine is in this place where he knows he did wrong. He knows he's been doing wrong. And he knows that he can only say sorry. I just heard he can only say sorry so many times before sorry becomes irrelevant. You know? He now knows that forgiveness is what he needs. He needs to not only forgive himself, but he needs to allow you time to forgive him. And he wants you to forgive him. Because he's loved you the minute he saw you. And I still feel like that rings true till the first day. Is that when he looks back, whenever that first day was for you guys, when he looked back, even though that feeling, even though that energy, even though that connection scared the shit out of him, there was love. And it just took him a little bit longer to really realize that, to really, you know, see what it was. But he sees it. And that's the thing, as hard as this process is, as hard as this journey is, he flippin' sees it. I listen to music and I think about you. So divine masculine has been listening to music. And I feel like what's happening, and I know this is happening I don't know if it's happening for you guys, but I know in my own playlist on YouTube, there's random songs that pop up and I've never heard them. I've never even heard them, like the names of the people. So I definitely know that that's signs from my DM, right? Like, so I go on and I listen to those songs, and it just, some of the songs really make me cry, and then other songs, you know, they just bring me peace. And I feel like divine masculine's kind of saying that, like, I listen to music because it reminds me of you. There's certain songs that trigger him. There's certain songs that he can't even listen to anymore because it just, it hurts. He doesn't want to be away from you, divine feminine. So if you take anything from this reading, I know it was wishy-washy and it's up and down, but that's the type of energy going on right now. It's up and down because there's so much going on. There's so much changing, but that's not a bad thing. It just means that you're Divine Feminine's in I don't want to say a longer place, but she's in a place where she's already gone through the awakening. She's already gone through her emotions. She already went through those things that she needed to do. She's literally, what are those things called? I guess the only way I could reference what I'm trying to say is that, like, Divine Feminine is waiting at the altar. And she's literally waiting for Divine Masculine to walk down the altar. Because she knew. She did the work she needed to do, and now she's literally just waiting. But as she's waiting, she's taking care of herself. Where Divine Masculine, he's been in this place where he's had to take extra time, and there's nothing wrong with that. So the music, some music triggers him to the point that he can't even listen to it anymore because he's not with you. And it's frustrating him and it's confusing him because he's like, all I want to do is come home. What I feel for you, I've never felt for anyone else. Which is true. I've been saying this for the last couple of months since I started this twin flame reading. Is that am I condoning that he ghosted? No. I think it was shady. I think it was disrespectful. I think he could have chose a different way to do things. I think that at the end of the day, though, he did what he needed to do. And I felt like he needed that space. He needed that time. And he needed to learn his lessons on his own way. And that's what I'm feeling. And he's going through some type of awakening. He's going through some type of transition where in this moment in his life, he does not know how to just come out and tell it. Like, he's feeling so much and he doesn't know how to come out. He doesn't know how to tell you. And I know from a female standpoint, from the Divine Feminine standpoint, how frustrating it is to hear that, because you're like, all he does is have to text. All he does is have to show up and just tell me he loves me, and we can go from there. But it's a rejection thing. I think that he's so afraid of you rejecting him at the end, because he's never felt anything like that. And it's scaring the shit out of him. So, but he knows. And here's why I say he knows. He knows because at the end of the day, what he had with you, he has been trying to search for that in everyone else, and he can't figure it out. He can't figure out why the connection with you is so different than anyone else, but he knows now because he took that time to figure it out. So the last card says, I'm going to get down on one knee and make you my wife. Because he knows. He did the work he needed to do. Or he's at least allowing himself to go through that process right now. He's allowing himself to feel his emotions. He might even be contacting you at one point, and then you don't hear from him, and he goes silent. He goes disconnected again. And you're kind of sitting there like, oh my God, this is so frustrating, because we literally go 5 steps ahead and then we bounce back, and I feel like we're at square one again. So this is one of those readings, guys, where I feel like there's just so much going on. And I feel like the best advice that I can give Divine Feminine right now is to stay in her own lane. Keep working on you. Keep doing your thing. Keep focusing on you, because it's not you. It's absolutely 100% not anything to do with you. Why this union has not come into play. This is all DM. This is him needing to realize that it's been long enough, that the fear that he's feeling is something that he personally needs to work on. And until he works on that, he is going to be going through lessons that the universe is sending him. So I'm going to go off the soulmate ones, because I really feel like that's pretty much a wrap for tonight. I just keep going around in circles with the same that DM's just going through something right now. And the best thing that Divine Feminine can do is just stay in her lane and keep moving forward and realizing that this is all going to unfold, right? You know, this, as the romance card said, you know, this relationship, this, you know, union is worth waiting for, but you have to be patient during that time. So the soulmate cards that came up says, have you lost sight of what is really important? Remember a time when life was simpler and the world seemed like a giant playground, just waiting to be explored. Perhaps it is time to rediscover the world together. Life is a cycle of changing seasons. Let us welcome each new season and surrender the past with grace. Let us remember that nothing is ever lost, for all exists eternally within our hearts. Life is forever changing in accordance with nature's divine will. May we lovingly embrace life's changing seasons in the knowledge that all is as it should be, and that love is all there is, because love is all there is right now. You love Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine loves you, and you just got to hold on to that. All right. So I don't know how this helped you guys. I'm really hoping that it helps you. I know that it was a different kind of reading for today, but I just feel like I kind of want to say that Divine Masculine didn't want to be channeled. Like, that's the kind of feeling I'm feeling. Like, he just wants to be left alone. He wants to be able to figure this out, but he's coming. He wants to come home at the end of the day. All right. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you guys have a great night, great day, and I'll see you guys again soon.